What's good, everybody? Welcome back. It's Wednesday, right? NBA Wednesday. So it's your boy with Plus Unit Picks. I'm going to keep it real with you guys on the recap. Yesterday, we went 1-2 on our free plays and 2-1 on our VIP plays. So we broke even overall. The two that cost us on the free side came in that Cavs-Lakers game where Evan Mobley and James Harden, man, they totally underperformed. They just could not get it done on the point side or the assist side. So it was kind of a letdown. That's my fault for picking the two of the same props in the same game. I try not to do that just from a risk management standpoint. But we had the right reads, essentially. The production was not there. So we own it and we move forward. That's what we do. But here's the bigger picture, right? Our VIP plays are 9-3 over the past few days, okay? So we're not slowing down. And it's not just the plays either. I periodically send updates letting you know which book has the best value and where the lines are moving, so you know exactly where to place your wagers, okay? So that is the edge my members get every single day. If you were signed up on my Winnable page, even just the free membership, all of that comes straight to your email and your phone the moment I drop it, okay? So that's the edge that my members get every single day. Go sign up right now. The link is in the description. Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and let's get into today's card. But before we do, real quick before the picks, if you're not on Better yet, you're leaving money on the table. There's no question about it. They're offering a $200 sign-up bonus for new users. You use my code +1 that you see here on the screen. You can even use the QR code or download it from the App Store or the Google Play Store. That unlocks the bonus. So that's free money just given to you right there. So if you're going to tell the plays, why not do it on Better or another platform that's offering you a bonus? Also, I'll give you free access to my paid membership for 30 days in Winnable, where you get those VIP plays that I had talked about. You just send me a screenshot via text to the number you see here on the screen, and I'll be able to unlock that for you. The next thing is, if you're already on Better, check out Novig. Novig is pretty awesome, guys. They're offering a spend $5, get $50 in free bets in your account. If you also use my code PLUSUNIT, that's PLUSUNIT that you see here on the screen, send me a screenshot via text. That will also unlock another 30 days of free paid VIP membership. So that's a total of 60 days if you use both platforms for free in my Winnable VIP, where we're winning. We're hot right now, so don't miss out on it. Two opportunities, two different books. Don't leave money on the table, guys. Don't make it harder than it has to be, seriously, okay? All right, pick number one. We are going to get into pick number one of the free plays. I've got Harrison Barnes at over 9.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So he's coming off the bench lately, averaging 6.7 points and 2.6 rebounds in limited minutes. They're going against the Golden State Warriors tonight. But here's the key. Just last Thursday against Denver, Barnes exploded for 20.7 rebounds in 27 minutes. He got a bigger role, okay? So that's 27 combined PRA in one game. When this man gets his run, he produces pretty much. So tonight, San Antonio, like I said, they're playing Golden State. He has a history of stepping up in big moments against his former team, right? So with Wembanyama commanding all the defensive attention, Barnes is going to find clean looks and open lanes all night. So I think 9.5 combined points, rebounds, and assists is a really low bar for him, for a veteran, of the caliber of Barnes in a bench role. So you can definitely lock that in. We're going to look at the numbers really quick. Over the past 5 games, he's hitting that at a 60% clip, guys, looking at outlier.bet. So they're at Golden State. They're not hosting them. They're at Golden State, but he's hitting the number on average about 11.6 points with a median of 15. So that's 2 over the number. That's a pretty strong stat line to me. To bet on 70% over the past 10 games, he's averaging even higher, closer to 14 point rebound and assist average. And then over the past 20 games, it's right at 70% as well. So he's pretty consistent coming off the bench. Head-to-head matchups this year, It looks like they have faced Golden State 3 times this year, and he cleared it all 3 games. So I'm not too concerned about that. How Golden State fares against his position forward-wise, it looks like he's more of a power forward / small forward. So kind of skewed, but it looks like rebounds. Golden State allows a lot of rebounds to power forwards and also small forwards. They're like bottom 3 and bottom 9 in the league. And then as far as against power forwards, points allowed, they're middle of the pack, points and assists allowed. And then assists allowed against small forwards, they're bottom 2 in the league. The only red flag could potentially be the fact that opposing small forwards, they don't allow a lot of points against opposing small forwards. But I guess Harrison Barnes, he's more of that combo. I think he's more of a small forward, but based upon the given stat line that we just looked at as far as the trend, I think this is a pretty strong pick to go over with. So I'm locking it in, guys. Moving on to the second pick. We've got KD. KD over 5 assists. You can get it at 4.5 potentially on some books. So he's going against Milwaukee tonight. They're at Milwaukee. I like this number a lot because he's quietly turning into one of the best facilitators in the league this season. And the books keep underpricing his assist total. On the season, he's averaging 4.6 assists per game. Over his last 6 games, he's gone for 10 assists he went for 10 assists at Memphis on Friday, 6 assists against the Pelicans on Sunday, and 8 assists against Minnesota just last week. So 3 of his last 6 games, he hit 6 or more assists, and he's coming off like I said, a 10 assist performance a few days ago. Tonight, they're facing the Bucks, so I think they're going to load up defensively, on Şengün and Amin Thompson, which gives KD, I think he's going to have a lot of opportunity to create open shots for the other guys. So when teams take away his scoring lanes, he finds his teammates. That's the thing about KD. He's one of the smartest passers in the league, and 5 is a number he's consistently been blowing past. So lock that in. We're going to look at the numbers really quick. Over the past 5 games, he hit that at an 100% clip at 7.4, average of 7.4 assists with a median of 8. Over the last 10 games, he hit it at 70%, and over the past 20 games at 60%. So these are some strong probabilities, guys. They faced the Bucks only one time this year where he played, and he had 7 assists. And against forwards, how the Bucks play, defensively against opposing forwards, they're bottom 10 in the league as far as assists allowed to power forwards, and then they're middle of the pack against small forwards. But KD's more of that hybrid. I guess you could say he's a power forward based upon his size. So we're going to lock that in as our second free play pick of the day for NBA Tuesday. And then the third and final pick is going to be Wendell Carter. He's been playing some of the most consistent basketball, I think, this season. His number is very much in reach. So it's over 18.5 points and rebounds, That's the stat line we're looking at, or the prop. On the season, he's averaging 11.7 points and 7.5 rebounds. That is already 19.2 combined, right above the number on the season average alone. And his recent form backs it up even further. He had just 10 points and 11 rebounds against Sacramento on Thursday for 21 combined. So before that, he had 20 points and 11 rebounds against the Lakers for 31 combined. So he's a double-double machine, if you ask me. We're going to look at the numbers over the past 5 games. He's hit that at 80% of his games with an average of almost 19.6, with a median of 21. Over the last 10 games, it's at a 20.9 average, basically 21 points and rebounds. And then over the past 20 games, it's at a 65% average. So he's staying pretty solid at the 20 to 21 range regarding points and rebounds. Head-to-head matchup, they're going against the Atlanta Hawks. They're going to be hosting the Hawks tonight, so I didn't say that, sorry. Head-to-head matchup, they played twice this year, where he played. It looks like he had right at 20 points and rebounds in March, just last month. That was their last matchup. And then earlier in the season, he only had 16. But again, that's earlier of the season. It's like a tale of two worlds. Later in the season versus earlier in the season with how basketball is. It's such a long season, 82 games. So I'm not really too concerned about that. Matchup-wise, as far as opposing centers, how the Hawks fare against opposing centers, it looks like they are bottom 10 in the league in points allowed and bottom 4 in the league in rebounds allowed. So I think Wendell Carter is going to feast, being the fact that he's a double-double machine. I don't think Okongwu has enough to keep him contained, to limit him on points and boards. So that's going to be the third and final pick for Wednesday. I lose track of days. Sorry. So that's the third and final free play, guys. Again, I'm just going to wrap it up. Harrison Barnes over 9.5 points, rebounds, and assists. KD over 5 assists. And for Wendell Carter, that's going to be over 18.5 points and rebounds. So 3 clean plays, guys. Strong data to back it up. Don't forget, you guys, to use my code +1 on Better, or my code +unit on Novik to unlock those bonuses. Send me a screenshot and I'll get you signed up for free up to 30 to 60 days, depending on how many platforms you use in my Winnable. Check out my Winnable page. The link is in the description, and also I'm going to pin it in the comments. Let me know down below if you guys are going to tail fade, what you like versus what you didn't like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later. Good luck.